All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. A double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to all you Akim pushing this truth and true sincerity. I'm the brother I Nah from the GMS Atlanta Church, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Excuse me. And I want to title this lesson, "Beware of that preeminent spirit." And we're still in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And, you see what's happening with these guys. This guy, this fruitcake, Chief High Priest Eleazar Bonloya is showing his face again because he just wants attention. Okay. Even after this nasty scandal, he still wants to show his face. You got this other guy who's trying to expose him. He's just as weird. Okay. You got to beware of that preeminent prideful spirit, all right, because it's going around Israel, and we don't want that prideful spirit to be on us, man, okay? So I'm going to bring out that word preeminent. This is a real quick lesson, man. I'm on my lunch break. Preeminent. And this is mostly for younger brothers, especially brothers that's coming in. You got all the precepts. You want to show everybody what you know. But really, you just need to take heed to what elder men in your camp are telling you, okay? So let me get that word preeminent. You don't want that spirit to hop on you, all right, as if you know everything. So preeminent goes into, as you can see, that's the word preeminent, all right? And it says, surpassing all others, very distinguished in some way. All right. So you don't want to be in that spirit as if you know more than the apostles and elders, the regional camp heads. Can't forget about the elder bishops of Connecticut, the regional camp heads, your own camp head. You don't want to be in that spirit as if you know everything. As a young man, you really should be in that spirit of Ecclesiastes, the 5th chapter. Let me get that right quick. And like I said, this is mostly for younger men that just crossed over, or men that have been in the camp for 6 months to a year. Hey, man, you don't want to be in that preeminent spirit, always trying to tell a brother a precept, but you really don't know how to apply them. You can spit precepts all day, but really it comes down to applying the scriptures, man. So this is Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High. Now, we always apply this to people that's scoffing. Okay, but you can apply this to ourselves, all right? Like we get on the women, right? But hey, like it says in Jeremiah 6:2, I have likened Zion unto a comely and delicate woman. All right. So hey, we're the woman as well, and we have to take heed when these women scriptures come up as well. So Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 1, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear. Okay. And be more ready to hear. That's why you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Verse 2, be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few. And hey, younger men, hey, let your words be few, man. Okay? Let your words be few. I think that's in shoot, man. Let me get my apocrypha. Since I'm on camera, that's a rock, man. I got my phone, man. I got my pad. Let your words be few. All right, give me 1 sec. All right, this is Sirach, chapter 32, and the KJV. Lucky for that. I'm trying to find my apocrypha, and I got this tablet. It's being simple. But this is Sirach 32. And verse 7. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. And this is in the Old English, so bear with me. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. That preeminent spirit that this guy Eleazar is pushing It's a demonic energy, okay? Because this guy, he don't want to shut up. He don't want to take heed. That whole punk ass apology was really sad, and it was fake. And then you see this guy with a Misfits t-shirt at the Passover, because they're gonna be ninjas at the Passover, okay? Um, Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. So you're around head men, just keep your words simple, man. Just soak up what they've been learning through the years, and you can take it to the best of your ability and the best of your advantage to help your walk out. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them, and with ancient men are in place, use not many words. And that's what you got to do, And like I said, this lesson is for excuse me, younger men. You don't be in that preeminent spirit like you're trying to surpass certain men, and you always got something to say. Hey, sometimes a simple con will go a long way, man. All right. So I'm not gonna get into the account. This is just a real quick, impromptu lesson, real quick. I was gonna go live, but it is what it is, man. Let's go to real quick. Let's go to Numbers chapter 16. And let's close out on that. I'm gonna get a few precepts from that. But you gotta beware that preeminent spirit, man. And this example right here is why you don't want to be in that preeminent spirit, as if you know everything. You want to tell everybody what you know. That's fine and dandy to know a lot, but you also have to apply it. Matter of fact, let's see that Proverbs 4 and 7 right quick. Proverbs chapter 4. Proverbs chapter 4 and verses 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. You have to get the understanding of these precepts and how to apply them in your life, okay? So let's get this Numbers chapter 16. I mean, I'm not going to go to all 50 verses, but let's just skip a little bit. Numbers 16 and verse 1. Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the sons of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among you. Wherefore then lift up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face, and he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, Even tomorrow the Lord will show who are his and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him. Even him who he have chosen will he cause to come near unto him. See, Korah, Dathan, and Abraham had that preeminent spirit. They wanted to overtake. All right, they really wanted to overtake the Lord, setting up Moses and Aaron, man. All right, and that's what you gotta be aware of. You got like this guy Alazar Bun Loya. I call him Alazar Bun Fruity in these days. Okay, he had that preeminent spirit. He wanted to take over. This same guy was saying, the apostles and elders, they need to retire. No, you got your retirement papers, man. Okay. Verse 6. This do take your census, Korah and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord doth choose, he shall be holy. You take too much upon you, you sons of Levi. And Moses said unto Korah, Hear, I pray you, you sons of Levi. Seemeth it but a small thing unto you, that the God of Israel have separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. And he hath brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee, and seek ye the priesthood also. Verse 11, for which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord. And what is Aaron that you murmur against him? That begins too, murmuring, complaining. And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up. It is a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of a land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself altogether a prince over us. Moreover, thou hast not brought up us into the land that floweth with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. And Moses was very wroth, and said unto the Lord, respect not thou their offering? I have taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all thy company before the Lord, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow. And take every man his censer, and put incense in them, and bring ye before the Lord every man his censer, 250 censers, thou also and Aaron, each of you his censer. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron. And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. And they fell upon their faces and said, O power, the power of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. So judgment is going to happen. Like it says in 1 Peter 4:17, that judgment must first begin at the house of the Most High. So that preeminent spirit that Korah, Dathan, and Abiram were in, they got judged. And we're going to get into it. Speaking to the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest you be consumed in all their sins. Okay. Verse 27. So they gat up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children. So these guys in Israel right now, they're speaking proudly, but hey, the Lord is going to judge them, their women, and their children, man, because they're not right. And Moses said, hereby you shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of my own mind. If these men died the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord have not sent me. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then you shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. And it came to pass, as he made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertain unto Korah, and all their goods. They and all that appertain to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. Verse 34, and all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, let the earth swallow us up also. So this is a judgment for being in that preeminent spirit, being proud and coming up against men who are set up. So, hey, this is an example for us, speaking to myself first and foremost, but, you see the vibration that Israel on the left-hand side is pushing out. This spirit of being prideful and do you want to be the man? That's not the spirit to be in, man. All right. You want to be humble. You want to take correction. Okay. Because, hey, Israel, there's no new thing under the sun. Just how like Korah, Dathan, and Abiram got judged in these last days in 2025 or whatever time period we in, because, Esau changed the times and laws. Israelites are going to get judged, man. So that preeminent spirit is not the spirit to be in. So with that, I want to say shalom.